Olá, bom dia a todos. Hoje é um dia muito especial para a Seleção Brasileira Feminina. Gostaria de dar bom dia aqui a todos presentes, diretores, presidentes e também a todos que estão nos assistindo hoje. Depois de 12 convocações, 73 atletas convocadas, chegou o dia da técnica Pia Sundhage anunciar a lista das 18 atletas e 4 suplentes que irão representar o Brasil nos Jogos Olímpicos. Nesta caminhada foram 18 jogos, 11 vitórias, 5 empates e 2 derrotas, somando também 49 gols marcados e 8 sofridos. Vamos ver um breve resumo dessa caminhada.
And therefore we're gonna say, hurrah! 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 Hurrah!
Agora passo a palavra para a coordenadora de seleções femininas, Duda Luizelli.
Bem, bom dia a todos os diretores presentes, ao presidente, ao Coronel Nunes, que aqui também está presente, aonde a gente está à frente do futebol feminino, eu, Duda e a Aline. Foram praticamente 7 convocações, foram 7 datas FIFA, onde a gente não deixou de fazer nenhuma. Em todos os momentos, a gente sempre esteve lá. Foram 4 convocações só de treinamento, devido à pandemia. E em outros 3 momentos, nós realmente conseguimos jogar. Isso que é o que nos dá força para hoje estarem cada vez, a gente pode dizer que a gente está muito bem preparadas para esta Olimpíada. Lembrando da nossa preparação, no dia 25 agora, na semana que vem, viajamos a Portland, no centro de treinamento da Nike, onde estaremos lá por 3 semanas, nos preparando para a Olimpíada. E no dia 15, vamos para o Japão, para Mihage, já na cidade onde faremos a nossa estreia. Gostaríamos de lembrar também que todas as atletas que jogam no Brasil e staff, no dia 24, na semana que vem, antes da viagem, fazem a 2ª dose da vacina, e aquelas meninas que jogam no exterior, na Espanha, enfim, na Europa, farão uma dose única nos Estados Unidos assim que chegarem lá. Então, nós escolhemos Portland também pelo fato da questão do clima, muito quente, muito úmido, muito similar ao que nós vamos encontrar no Japão. E, além do jet lag, né, do fuso horário ser para frente, porque é muito mais fácil a gente dormir um pouquinho depois do que a gente ter que dormir antes, e aí a nossa adaptação ser muito mais rápida. Então, agora eu acho que o que todo mundo quer ouvir, eu passo a palavra para a nossa treinadora, e a certeza de que a gente confia muito nela, que já sabe o caminho do ouro. Então, que venham aí as nossas convocadas, que vão defender, com certeza, com todo o amor possível, a nossa camiseta verde e amarela.
I'm so excited, I can't hide it. It is unbelievable to be presenting 18 plus 4 players going to the Olympics. Yesterday I was listening to André Jardim, and I can tell he was excited. And I am also excited to try to do our very best. It has taken us 18 games to come here and I have come across a lot of good Brazilian players. And this is a very important message. All of you have made the difference, so we are prepared to do our very best in the Olympics in Japan. And this time it's unique, and I really hope that you all feel that is gonna go well, and we're gonna try to do our very best. So here we have 18 plus 4 players. Vamos! Goleiras: Bárbara Avai Kinderman, Letícia Isidora, Benfica. Defensoras: Tamires, Corinthians. Rafael, Palmeiras. Érica, Corinthians. Bruna Benítez, Internacional. Poliana, Corinthians. Jusinara, Levante. Meia-campistas: Marta, Orlando Pride. Debenia, North Carolina. Adriana, Corinthians. Formiga, São Paulo. Adresinha, Corinthians. Julia, Palmeiras. Duda, São Paulo. Atacantes: Ludmila, Atlético de Madrid. Beatriz, Palmeiras. Jaycee, Madrid. Suplentes: 4 players: Aline, Tenerife. Letícia Santos, Eintracht Frankfurt. Giovanna Costa, Barcelona. And Andressa Alves, Roma. And then again, I truly believe that everybody has played a big part in the next victory, in the next game we're gonna play. All of you, I'm very grateful for the way you have been playing and creating that great environment, because it has been a change from the very first game against Argentina to the last game against Canada. And I've learned many things from Brazilian players, and I hope that we also have taught them 1 or 2 things about cohesive, to be on the same page, and to do our very best.
Vamos agora às perguntas dos jornalistas que se inscreveram para a coletiva de imprensa. Primeira pergunta da Lisandra Trindade, da TV Globo.
Pia, bom dia. Sei que você já foi muito questionada a respeito da ausência da Cristiane na sua convocação anterior, mas agora, como uma decisão definitiva para os Jogos Olímpicos, eu vou voltar a esse tema, né? Uma vez que vai ser a primeira edição, depois de 4 edições olímpicas, com a presença da Cristiane jogando pelo Brasil, e você está levando outras jogadoras da mesma geração, casos de Formiga e Marta. Então, por que a decisão por não levar a Cristiane, Pia?
Well, usually I don't comment players that not in the list, because I think it's almost insulting to those who have picked 18 plus 4 players. But I will still ask the question because of all the respect of Cristiane. She's been playing many games in the national team. She's been playing in many tournaments, and she had made the difference back then. And this is important. Previously, she would help this team tremendously. Today, I think there will be other players that help this team to play good football. So we have been looking thoroughly about the games she's been playing lately and the games in the club teams. And we think that we have players that will do good and will play good football in the Olympics.
Pergunta da Renata Mendonça, das Gibradoras.
Oi, Pia, bom dia. Queria te perguntar sobre os critérios, né? Eu imagino que são muitos, né? Mas o que mais pesou nas escolhas das jogadoras, especialmente as que você já tinha mais dúvida, né? Questão do ataque com a Cristiane, que não foi, a questão de meio-campo, de lateral direito. O que nesses últimos nomes que você definiu, o que mais pesou de critério para você escolher essas jogadoras?
Well, there are different kinds of criteria because we need defenders and we also need players in the middle of the park. I do believe they have a lot of options when it comes to be tricky, attacking, and find different kinds of solutions. I share this with you. As you've seen, we have picked Formiga, and I think she stands for a lot of experience. And I think it's important for the middle of the park. We have 4 players actually could make the difference with Formiga. So the characteristic is you can play either in defending, midfield, or in the attack, but also play in different positions. And as you know, it's only 18 players, and all the Olympics I've been in, I've had to change the formation, I had to change the position a little bit, and I believe with those players we have, we are capable to do that.
Pergunta da Marcela Azevedo, da ESPN.
Bom dia, Pia. Após os 2 últimos jogos preparatórios, qual a sua satisfação com a seleção brasileira, principalmente com a parte ofensiva, que é onde você mais mexeu?
Score 3 goals against Russia, it's pretty good, I would say. And the fact that creating chance against Canada is also pretty good. We will have time to be more cohesive in the attack. There is I'm pretty satisfied, but I think there's another level, and I try to explain what we're looking for. In the football game, when they're attacking, we have the width. You have some of the teams playing with the width in a very nice way, like US or Netherlands. We would like to do a little bit of both, because the Brazilian players, they try to find the goal fairly early, so there is going to the goal, going to the center of the park. In order to do that, you need technical players. We do have technical players, but you also need to have the same thought, to be in the same page. So either we go central or we go wide, and that is exactly what we're going to train in Portland in pre-game camp. So we get to know each other in such a way that we read each other very well.
Pergunta do Lincoln Chaves, da Agência Brasil.
Pia, bom dia. Minha pergunta tem a ver com esse período de preparação. Vocês tiveram muitos períodos em que não teve jogo, mas teve o treino, esse período de atividade, vocês estiveram reunidas aí por praticamente 2 semanas. O quanto que nessa lista que você divulgou hoje, o quanto que esses períodos de treino especificamente foram determinantes pelas observações que você pôde fazer mesmo fora do ambiente de jogo? Obrigado.
All the call-ups, even though we didn't play games, we've been to Granja Commandy, but it has been crucial. Okay. It's so important, and we try to make it as game-like as possible. But I have to admit, it is different to stand just there to listen to the national anthem and play the game 2 times 45 minutes compared to play 2 times 45 minutes against boys. But we try to do the very best of everything and talk about specific things in the game, attacking, defending, for instance. And I think the days we have in front of us will make it even better. So I'm happy with all the chances we've had camps, even though we're not playing games. It's been very, very important.
Pergunta da Ludmila Florencio, da TNT Esportes.
Bom dia, Pia, tudo bem com você? A minha pergunta tem a ver com um desabafo que a Marta fez no final da Copa em 2019, que ela disse que a gente não vai ter nem ela, nem a Cristiane, nem a Formiga, que são jogadoras que têm um histórico e referência no futebol feminino por muito tempo. E este torneio dos Jogos Olímpicos pode ser o último delas. A Cris não vai, né? Então, Formiga e Marta pode finalizar a sua representação na seleção pela última vez. Como o trabalho da seleção, com você, a Duda e toda a equipe, tem pensado em fazer com que este ciclo termine de forma coroada, independente da conquista da medalha de ouro? Obrigada.
Well, first of all, if you close a long history like Marta, maybe she's going to play a couple of games after the Olympics. I don't know. Look at Formiga. So don't take that for granted. She's done, because the way she's playing right now and the way she's acting in the group as a human being and as a leader, it's very encouraging. So she can play many more games. But I have to say I'm really, really proud of to be around those players. Could you imagine Formiga? Just put yourself in her shoes. How many practices, how many coaches has she had? And Marta, been in the best players so many times. So I can take the one by one, but those two players, they mean a lot of things to me to be around those. I learn, and hopefully I put everything together with the staff to be a cohesive team.
Pergunta da Karen Duarte, da TV Globo. Agora foi. Karen, o seu microfone está desligado.
Você chegou a dizer que a meta para a Olimpíada era chegar nas quartas de final. Queria saber se você mantém essa meta e também perguntar que mudança é essa que você citou agora no início do primeiro jogo da Argentina para esse último jogo. Quais foram, né, essas principais mudanças que você já conseguiu implementar com a seleção? Obrigada.
We try to reach a quarterfinal, and then anything can happen. You don't know who you're going to play, and if everybody's healthy or how you've been playing. So we are prepared to play any team. That's the scouting people. They're sure that they thoroughly gone through all the players and all the teams. Now, when it comes to the difference between the first game and the latest game we've been playing, I think it's the word popcorn. There's no popcorn time. They don't have the chance to sit in front of the movie and just relax, because they need to switch on and be a part of. If we defend, it starts with the forwards. If we attack, it could also start with the forward. So everybody is a defender, everybody is an attacker. That's what we expect from all the players. I think that's one thing that changed from the first game to this last game against Canada. The other is, I would say, Beatrice Cianerotti. She's a good player, left-footed forward. And in the very beginning, she lasted for 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Rest a little bit. She did not play 90 minutes, in my opinion. We talk about the fitness level. So I think Capelli and Fabio done a great job to make sure that we have to raise the level, the intensity of the game. The future of the women's football is speed of play. You have to be fast up here. Yeah, that's for sure. The Brazilians, they are fast up here. But you need to be fast and have the endurance, corazón, and the lungs. And that is something I think is room for improvement. And I think we have done a good job from the first game against Argentina to today. And there will be room for improvement in the future. Speed of play is one of the keys as well.
Pergunta da Maíra Nunes, do Correio Brasiliense.
Bom dia, Pia. Vemos muitas jogadoras dessa lista que você acaba de falar para os Jogos Olímpicos, que também estiveram na Copa do Mundo de 2019. Mas, ao mesmo tempo, você fez muitos testes desde que assumiu a seleção brasileira, como você mesmo disse. Queria saber, a sua estratégia foi seguir com a base do elenco, que já vinha jogando junto, e, de repente, promover mais mudanças de fato a partir do próximo ciclo olímpico?
My first day here in Brazil, I would like to show respect of what you have achieved already. The game against France in 2019, I thought it was a good game. So keeping most of the players in the very beginning and try different kinds of players has been the strategy. I try to peak a little bit in the future as well, but I think it's important to look where we are right here and now and who is playing well. I think with all the changes we made, at the end of the day, it's taken us 18 games, and right now I think we're prepared for today and tomorrow to play with this 18 plus 4 players. How's in the future? We need to find younger players. We need to find some sort of a elite pathway to make sure we support the younger players, so we will play even better football the day after tomorrow.
Pergunta da Júlia Costa, do O Globo.
Oi, Pia, bom dia. Com essa lista onde você só pode chamar 18 jogadoras, eu queria saber em qual setor você sentiu mais dificuldade de chegar nos nomes finais. E a gente imagina também que a lesão da Luana vai fazer muita falta no meio de campo, e eu queria saber qual esquema você vai adotar para a seleção não perder tanto nessa transição de bola para o ataque.
Well, I think all of the different kinds of positions been a little bit tricky, to be honest. We do have a lot of attacking personalities, but as you know, we need some winning the ball together. And we have been going back and forth in all these positions, and I think especially we lost Luana, for instance. We played her many games. That's one player. And I also think that in a whole, some of the injuries has been a little bit tricky. But overall, we discuss each of the lines, and it's been very interesting. And one thing that the conclusion is that there are players that can play in different positions. And that's the key for the Olympics. Who's going to play to the left and to the right and up top.
Pergunta do João Varela, do Olimpíada Todo Dia.
Olá, Pia, bom dia. Um dos pontos que você sempre ressaltou nas suas coletivas foi o desenvolvimento do futebol praticado no Brasil, né, da Liga Brasileira do Futebol Feminino. E hoje a gente vê na convocação 12 nomes atuando no Brasil que vão para Tóquio. Eu gostaria que você destacasse como que essa evolução do futebol praticado dentro do Brasil como que isso é demonstrado dentro da seleção, e se esse sempre foi um objetivo seu desde que você foi contratada pela CBF. Muito obrigado.
I'm very excited the fact that there are so many players from playing in Brazil. And the last one is Formiga. She's going back home, and she will add a lot of things in the league. And as I've previously said, that 2 years ago, when I saw the first game, I think it was International, it's very different. And of course, people seems to add things to the table when it comes to improve the women's game. And the league in Brazil is very important to compete. The competition makes the difference. And I'm very proud of that there are many players from Brazil. And let's see what's happening in the future. Because if we have a strong league here, then I think there will be maybe 1, maybe 2 players from Europe. They want to come back. They want to come to Brazil to explore how is the Brazilian league doing. Maybe there's an American player coming here. And let's see, in 5-6 years, maybe we have changed the history of the league. And what I see today, some of the teams are really good, and that helps the national team, of course.
Pergunta do Alan Caldas, do ge.com.
Bom dia, Pia, bom dia a todas. No início do trabalho, você sempre enfatizou a necessidade de reforçar a defesa brasileira. E acho que a gente viu esse resultado em 18 jogos, apenas 8 gols sofridos e poucas derrotas. Nessa reta final de preparação, qual vai ser a ênfase? Você acha que o trabalho da defesa já está bem consolidado e agora precisa melhorar algum outro setor? O que você vai enfatizar e você vai dar mais atenção agora nessa reta final de preparação? Obrigado.
Yeah, I'm happy that we're not conceding that many goals. And it's all about organization and play with a big heart to take one more step. But that is not enough. It's so important to bring the Brazilian flair, so to speak. If we're not conceding any goals, I think we gain some confidence, and we have done that. So the next step to add this, the last 2 weeks going to the Olympics, is the attack. How do we change the point of attack? How do we get to the end line? The finishing quality, for instance. And there's one area I think we will be very good. Watch out when we get a corner kick. We have some good players in the air. They are tall, they're strong, they're smart. I think we will do well when it comes to corners.
Vamos para as duas últimas perguntas. Pergunta da Kiyomi Nakamura, do Easy News.
Bom dia, Pia. Bom dia a todos. Esta Olimpíada vai ser Olimpíada diferente de normal por causa de pandemia. A delegação tem que viver com muito restrito para fazer contato com outras pessoas, não pode sair de hotel e tal. Mas você é sempre pessoa muito alegre e sempre tem bom humor. Então, tem algum plano ou estratégia para superar positivamente toda essa dificuldade?
I've thought about that. I've been to many, as a player and as a coach and as a scout, to all the Olympics, and this will be different. Nobody has experienced this environment before. So it's a question we talk about, and when it comes to joy, it doesn't matter if you're outside the field, inside the field, outside the hotel or inside the hotel. You always play an important part to share your energy. And I think the Brazilians, they're really good at that. So it's important with joy. Even though we're close and let's say we can't go anywhere, it doesn't matter. You could create that environment. And of course, when we do have the practices, make sure that it's inspiring. When we go have the pre-game talk, make sure it's inspiring. Because I truly believe that if you feel you're cohesive, if you have a lot of energy, you can beat any team in the world. So that's a goal, that's a aim.
Última pergunta da Bianca Molina, da Band TV.
Oi, Pia, boa tarde. Pia, como tu tens acompanhado e analisado as adversárias do Brasil nesse caminho rumo às medalhas olímpicas? Quais são elas, hoje em dia, no teu entendimento? E qual a tua expectativa para mais uma Olimpíada? Obrigada.
I'm not sure I understand the question. Could you please say that again?
Claro. Quais são hoje as principais adversárias da seleção brasileira na caminhada olímpica? Como a comissão técnica da seleção tem feito para acompanhar e analisá-las, né? E qual a expectativa da Pia para mais uma Olimpíada na vida delas?
Well, I think there are some really good teams, and I've said over and over again that the quarterfinal, anything can happen. But as everybody knows, US, they do have a good history. And if you look at the 3 best teams in the world right now, well, in the World Cup is US, is Netherlands, and is Sweden. But I think it's important to be prepared whoever you're playing, and nobody is unstoppable, so we do have a chance. Therefore, we have 2 scouts doing a very good job, and they've been working for many weeks already to make sure we know whoever we play against, we are ready. We know the tactics, and we know how they've been playing for many games. And I think that anybody, it doesn't matter who we're playing, we will be ready. Whether we take us to the quarterfinal and if there be more games after that, I truly believe that we have a chance because we are prepared, and that's one of the keys, to be prepared for the next step.
Obrigada, Duda. Obrigada a todos os presentes. Beatriz Vaz, auxiliar técnica. Miguel Ernesto, supervisor da Seleção Feminina. Também presidente Coronel Nunes. Demais presidentes das federações. Branco, Jardine. Obrigada a todos. E é isso. Obrigado também a todos que participaram, os jornalistas, e acompanharam também.
Therefore, we're gonna say,
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!